Rebel Wilson regained almost half of her weight back. Here's how to avoid doing the same. We all know about Rebel's year of health in 2020 where she lost 77 pounds. But fast forward 4 years and she's told us that she's regained 30 of those back. And it's the same reason you keep regaining your weight back too. But if you're struggling to lose that weight in the first place, make sure you check out my video all about our metabolic foundation framework. In 2020, Rebel wanted to improve her health for her fertility. She focused on a high protein diet and worked out 6 days a week with a trainer. And because of COVID, like a lot of us, we weren't working as much as she had a lot more time. But recently, Rebel admitted that since then she's been writing a book, working on a dating app, starring in a movie and directing one, not to mention getting engaged and becoming a mum. All these responsibilities add up and she's regained almost half of her weight back. So what happened? How can someone so committed lose all that progress? And how can you avoid doing the same? When Rebel's life became more hectic with all these new responsibilities, her stress levels dramatically increased. And stress is a major factor that can make or break weight loss. When you're stressed, your body produces a hormone called cortisol. And we need cortisol because it helps us respond to stressful situations. You might have heard the fight, or flee phrase. But having too much cortisol over a long period of time can cause problems. When we were cave people, we needed that cortisol. Our threats were real, like getting chased by a saber-toothed tiger. But as the world has evolved, we don't get stressed by the same things anymore. Now we have everyday stresses, like getting that email from your boss, sending a text to the wrong person, or getting caught in traffic. And although the world has evolved rapidly, our bodies haven't evolved in the same ways. So we still have that same stress response to non-life-threatening issues. High cortisol levels can make you crave high-calorie, high-sugar foods. No one's ever felt stressed out and wanted broccoli. You know how it is. You have a stressful day at work, you come home, you go through that treat drawer, or you grab a takeaway on the way home because you're too tired to cook. The body craves these foods because it needs that energy to fight or flee. But as you know, these kinds of foods lead to rapid weight gain, with high cortisol making it stick to your belly. Not to mention, they are highly addictive. This is why stress makes it so much harder to lose weight and keep it off. But there's more to this story. In Rebel's case, her new responsibilities led to increased stress levels, which led to higher cortisol levels in her body, making her eat more unhealthy foods, skip workouts, and lose sleep. As a result, she gained a lot of that weight back that she'd worked so hard to lose. Although you might not be writing books, creating dating apps, or be a new mum, your life is also stressful. And we experience different stresses to different extents throughout our life. They're unavoidable. So the question is, are you destined to stay overweight? Here's the thing, it's not about trying to remove or avoid stress, but it's about how we manage and respond to it. And here's where it gets interesting. I've pulled together 5 cortisol busting, belly blasting tips that will help you lose the weight and keep it off, avoiding that weight regain. But the last one is very controversial. Number 1, planning. Planning is key. Rebel's not always in control of her food when she's working away from home or traveling, but most of us are. So prepare healthy meals in advance. They don't have to be fancy, they don't need to take forever to cook, they just need to be planned, made, and eaten. So plan healthy meals in advance. This way, when times do get busy and you get stressed, you don't end up grabbing the unhealthy food because you've already got a pre-planned meal ready. Try adding in foods that help reduce stress, like fruits, vegetables, or fish high in omega-3s. Number 2, daily movement. Rebel went from working out 6 times a week, sometimes twice a day, to skipping workouts and hardly moving. And I know you understand when you're working from home, chained to your desk, or at the office, can't even get out for lunch. But instead of being all or nothing with your workouts, make time for daily movements. Even on your busiest days. Short strength training workouts can be really effective in increasing your stress resilience, meaning that you're able to manage stress better. And even a 20-minute walk a day can be beneficial. Number 3, mindfulness and relaxation. When you're spinning plates, I know it can feel like there's no time for this. But mindfulness techniques like deep breathing or relaxation, even for a couple of minutes a day, can make a big difference. They can help you feel calm and focused throughout the day and avoid that evening binge. 4, sleep well. As a new mum, Rebel probably struggled with sleep, but it is vitally important. Make sure you get enough quality sleep. Lack of sleep can increase stress, which makes it more difficult to lose weight. So aim for 7 to 9 quality hours of sleep per night. And if you've got a kid, try and sleep throughout the day to decrease your sleep debt. This way, you can sleep your way to long-term fat loss. And number 5, the most controversial, prioritize yourself. All the mums are now shouting at the screen, I'll always put my kids first. And all the people pleasers want to crawl out of their skin at the very thought of being judged as selfish. But you have to put yourself first to show up as your best for others. Because if you're struggling or not around, who's going to look after anybody else? So make time for the other 4 tips by prioritizing yourself. Rebel Story can show you how stress can affect weight loss and weight regain. But by understanding the huge factor that stress has on your body and long-term weight loss, and learning how to manage it, you can stop losing and regaining the same 20 pounds over and over and over. Remember, it's not just about diet and exercise. It's about creating a balanced lifestyle that supports your overall health and well-being. So the next time you feel stressed or overwhelmed with responsibilities of life, and it will happen, think about Rebel's experience and these 5 tips. And remember, you have the power to control stress and maintain weight loss no matter what life throws at you.